So since I don't want this video to have one of those super long introductions that last up until half the video, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. So as you see from the title, this video is an update video on my 1 meal every other day journey, and also how I ate during my pregnancy, which was eating 1 meal a day. Yes, I ate 1 meal a day while I was pregnant. So let's start with the 1 meal every other day journey. I really wish I could be doing it right now. I felt great. My thoughts, I felt like I could think clearly. I had a lot more energy. Like, I was good. Like, I was good to go. You save so much time. That's just a perk of eating 1 meal every other day. It saves time. You don't have to waste time eating. I know that sounds weird. You legit have access to all of the time in your day. It's not taken up by eating anything. Navy bean soup, whole wheat bread, 2 vegetables, and a meat, which is chicken or fish. I don't eat beef or pork or anything like that. And fish is the only seafood that I eat. So I don't eat shrimp, lobsters. Those actually aren't good to eat anyways because they're the scavengers of the sea. That's another video. Anyways, that's how I was raised. Like, I've always eaten that way since I could eat, since like forever, literally. Since I was a baby, I was eating bean soup. I've literally been eating navy bean soup pretty much every day of my life. Of course, there's some days where I didn't eat, like if we're out of town, or if you choose to eat 1 meal every other day, it is not something you want to do eating fast food. It's not gonna work. Because like when I was doing it, I did not eat out at all. I don't eat out a lot in general. Like rarely ever do I eat out. But that's something that you really, you just don't really want to eat out. You don't want to make that a habit. Of course, there's going to be times where you may need to eat out because you're out of town, this, that, and other. But try, of course, to get the healthiest option. Yeah. Just try to get the healthiest option possible, but really eating out will not sustain you at all, eating 1 meal every other day. If you don't eat 1 meal a day, if you don't do it properly, eat the right foods, this and the other, you can make yourself sick. And that's in general, if you don't eat the right foods in general, not even just if you're 1 meal a day. But it makes it worse because you're trying to sustain yourself on Chick-fil-A. That's not gonna work. Don't eat Chick-fil-A and think that's gonna sustain you for 3 days. No. Eat a good, wholesome, home-cooked meal. Eat a healthy meal. Don't do that. But that is why you need to get these 2 books here. How to Eat to Live, book 1 and book 2. Okay, so my camera just died. But you don't want to just jump into eating 1 meal every other day or 1 meal a day. You want to gradually do it, and he talks about it in these books. You really, really, really need to get these books. I would say it's the requirement. You're required by me to read these books, like book 1 and book 2. I'll put the link in the description where you can buy them, but you really, really, really need to get these books. He talks about, like I said, what you need to eat, the best times to eat, and he also mentions, I want to mention this because just in case some people don't get the book, if you are involved in intense labor, intense manual labor, do not eat 1 meal every other day. You can eat 1 meal a day, no problem. 1 meal every other day will not sustain you doing intense manual labor. That's not gonna work. So, and also, if you are pregnant, if you're watching this video and you're pregnant or you're breastfeeding, I think I said it in the beginning of this video, but I want to say it again. Do not eat 1 meal every other day. Don't fast. Don't go extended periods of time without eating. When I say extended, I mean more than 24 hours. Do not go more than 24 hours without eating if you are pregnant or you're breastfeeding. Don't do that. But you can eat 1 meal a day while you are pregnant or breastfeeding, and he talks about that in these book 2. Book 2, I think it's page 90. I'll just read what he says about that. Yes, book 2, page 90. He says, do not take fast while you are breastfeeding an infant or even while you are pregnant. If you like, nobody's being forced to do anything. You may eat once a day while pregnant or breastfeeding your baby, but you are not forced to do so. So I was not forced to eat 1 meal a day. Is not something that's crazy in the Nation of Islam. No. I mentioned this in the next clip, but I just wanted to make it 100% clear that I also was not forcing myself to eat 1 meal a day. If it was the case that I needed to eat more than one, if I need to eat 2-3 meals a day, then that's what I would have done. But he says you should not go for 2 or 3 days without eating. That's word for word right here in this book. Right here. Yes, I marked it all up because I didn't read this book quite a few times. But yes, so that's pretty much as far as what I do. That's pretty much it. You can work out, like, especially eating 1 meal a day. I never got a chance to start working out while I was eating 1 meal every other day. When I started again, which it won't be for a while, but when I do start again, I'll go into talk about how to do that as far as eating 1 meal every other day. What I would have done would just be work out on the days that I eat. So before, I'll probably do it before. I would have probably done it like before I eat, probably worked out for about 30 minutes or so. He really all talks about the end of these books. You really have to get these books. He talks about when you eat 1 meal a day, you also should fast 3 days out of the month, every month. And that way you won't get sick like at all. So, and that's what happens. Like, I rarely ever get sick. I don't know when's the last time I was sick. Anyways, get these books, like, for real. It'll answer, I'm pretty sure it'll answer, like I said, all your questions. Anyways, moving on to pregnant and eating 1 meal a day. So, like I said, once I realized I was pregnant, I stopped eating 1 meal a day, and I stopped eating 1 meal every other day, and I started eating 1 meal a day. I would eat the same meal, I eat the same things, beans, soup, whole wheat bread, 2 vegetables, and either chicken or fish. I want to say this again. If you are pregnant or you are breastfeeding, don't just jump into eating 1 meal the other day. Please, please, please. Please. Don't do that, okay? You can hurt yourself and your baby. Don't do that. Please, don't. Okay. So, unless you've already been doing it. Now, if you've already been doing that, eating 1 meal a day, you're already used to that, you already know what the deal is, fine. You can eat 1 meal a day. Yes, start eating healthier foods, making healthier choices. Don't start eating 1 meal a day, though. Please. Don't do that. If you start doing it, hey, you ain't get it from me. That's all I'm saying. Don't do that, okay? Anyways, don't do it. I just want to say it one more time. Don't do it. One more time. Okay. The reason I say not to start eating 1 meal a day while you are pregnant or breastfeeding is because during that process of eating 1 meal a day, your body will go through a lot of changes. It'll go through a whole elimination process, getting rid of toxins and things like that. And so you don't want it to possibly eliminate the baby. I'm not saying it will happen, but I'm saying that you don't even want to chance it. So that's why I say don't start eating 1 meal a day while you're pregnant if you have not already done it before, like I have done. I've been doing it for most of my life, so for me it was fine. But for those who have never done it before, please do not start eating 1 meal a day. So where was I going with this? Yes, so my meal was the same, and before you freak out, I was going to my doctor's appointment regularly. I requested for them to do a complete blood panel. And so that checks for everything, calcium, all the nutrients, everything basically.
I also want to add that this test was taken several times throughout my pregnancy, and during the prenatal test they said that Kalik was the perfect size, and I also did not take prenatal vitamins at all. The only supplement that I took, which was later in my 3rd trimester, was the iron Floradex.
He always talked about how his heart was really strong. My blood pressure was normal. It was better than normal. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't have any morning sickness. I didn't have not one headache. My feet weren't swelling or anything like that. What are some common symptoms? I didn't have any food aversions. I didn't have any cravings. What else? That was pretty much it. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my videos. My pictures. I was pretty much just all belly. That's pretty much how it was. And I only gained like 30 pounds during the whole process. I kept on doing the 1 meal a day, and technically I still ate 1 meal, but I just added yogurt or a smoothie in the morning once I got I think I was like halfway into my 3rd trimester. So I only had maybe like a month and a half, 2 months left, and I started eating. I noticed that I was getting hungry in the mornings around like 10, 11 o'clock. So I would eat yogurt or a smoothie. It wasn't even anything major, and that was good until I needed to eat again around like 3 or 4, and that's when I ate my dinner. So my bean stew, my whole meal, that's when I ate that. So, and I was good until the next day. And the only thing that I ran into was iron deficiency. It actually wasn't even that low. Like, it was a hair, like barely anemic. And so they wanted to, just so if there were any problems during labor and things like that, they wanted to make sure I had enough blood. So I started taking, I think it's called Floradex. It's a liquid iron supplement. And so I didn't have to start taking that until I was like I said, my pregnancy was almost over, like 2 months, a month and a half. And if you have any questions on the topic of pregnancy, health, what have you, eating 1 meal a day, intermittent fasting, whatever you want to call it, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see something in particular, like a topic you want me to cover, let me know down below too. Questions, comments, concerns, what have you. Put it all in the comments, please. And don't forget to read the description box, because I will have a link to where you can purchase these 2 books. Please, like I have to say it again, get these books. It is a prerequisite to eating 1 meal a day, 1 meal every other day.
Just an FYI, this book doesn't just talk about how to eat 1 meal a day or 1 meal every other day. The main focus of the book is how to improve your quality of life.
So that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and do all the stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, share. That's a big one. Share if you like what you saw. Follow me on social media. I'll have all of that stuff popping up somewhere right here. Yeah, so I guess I will see you in the next video. Peace.